15th of March 2025, Wednesday's edition of the Dialogue Show midweek session. Nebrasuse anopei ede ewiase ene Ghana nyina enkomo. The finest breakfast in the capital city of Ghana, Accra, Madina Zongo Junction. Aha, and anopei ede enkomo bo nyina ede free ede bre Ghana for. Emamu nyina ache. Tuning in here, Net2 TV, the Dialogue Jumedie over hours. This has been another wonderful Wednesday's episode of Ghana's biggest and most highly respected political, social, and current affairs talk show. Now, those on YouTube, those watching us around the globe, those watching us in your various homes, tuning in here. Asidane ina ye kabum na eriama okese no de osuna okron ade nyina so tumfo ahene mu hene ahemfu nyina hene eno no ono obi ensonsen no e wasase eso this na gyanyankopon a ono ne papa anope ye de aseda kese ma ye our personal savior say ohunu ye mobo for another wonderful day. Isan say ene say ye tiase ya dom bi arakwa otwedi ampon na ehunu ye mobo ene da so ewo enkwamo adeshima ene ukuade ye be komra hye bedwum kakra na yahwe stories nso a eba the obo enkrata ni mu ye be komu pa ewo ene midweek session of the Dialogue Show. Budget debate no has started in Parliament. Debate about Ghana's year 2025 budget that was presented last 2 weeks or last week about just let's say a few days ago by akufo-addo na oye photosam for what is ansem no kotudwa no ya hye ho enkomobo ase na the honorable Isaac Adongo oye NDC member of Parliament when your ministerial position be because people were thinking say who has or bastardizing the MPP in terms of the finance aspects, in terms of the economic policies, in terms of the economy. Now they were expecting some deputy finance minister Krano. Was I could make a statement we say they are not going to borrow. Also they are not going to borrow. Besia bobi any baby. Now the honorable Abena Osei Asare are exposing our machine debate and say and me say Ghana for the pebre budget and also a booklet a very chunk pa but we are still reading the budget. Go some section of the NDC's budget almost mobesia siko mu twa to for the free SHS nyina omo bo figure kakraka na nkofo boje so ye no ni nyina bebre na entro. They said they are not going to borrow in the year 2025. No besiabo. But in the budget, in their own budget, they are getting $600 million from the World Bank, $700 million from the IMF. The Honorable Abena Osei from the Minority Caucus is asking the NDC, says he can add for free, they should let us know. Even domestic borrowing, Sika basically from the treasury bills within a short time, almost 70 billion plus Ghana cedis within less than 3 months of their administration. Ghana for Moshe Mosapo Musu, maybe I'm from Boakono, and Obedine. Ghanaians should prepare towards hardship, very tough hardship. It is on the way coming. And the Honorable Abena Osei Asare, or I saw for the chipping, a ban of finance, or your back who could do for the woman is very intelligent, very brave, and brainy. If you look at the way she speaks in Parliament, Obabesiao, we touch her the man. Oh, and these MPs, Memano Kabi in Dimingasa, Nema. A man be none of Kokasa to Papa. So I'm not sure you may be you. Oko Kruma no kwajo fans. Baba Parliament there, you should know say the whole country, everybody is looking at you. And the Honorable Abena Osei Asare. This demonstrate clearly say Oyoba Kukudru for her to debate Adongo on the economy, on the floor of parliament. For her to debate Isaac Adongo. Abena Osei Asare. Etiwa East, member of parliament. She's still an MP. No wonder the people of Etiwa East as Amana come na shebijum. Messi say omo budget when ya butra nkomu pa nkofo no de sura kwa beda na achinchina. And some of budget nim and some shishem and some ewom na wanya dade ansani sanima unhu de ewum. Eniani and Oman Kasabakache. Even in their own budget, no, they are freeze employment. The reason why in the NDC's budget, Omo freeze employment. Omunya ready so be fagana for you. The reason why they are sacking those people that were employed last year, November, September, October, December, no, they are going to, fill their people. Oma NDC for no call. And the reason why yeah, pamo munana edahono 24-hour economy no. Any pana mutie. They are not going to employ new people for that policy. No. If you are thinking that they are going to employ people for the 24-hour economy, then you are making mistake. And we be kakra na we are kakra. Se nipa 20 and all institution bia, 10. Se we munko na we mumra. If you are dreaming or thinking, say, then this depends you before you remember, and they shall support you. Because in their budget, portion of their budget, page 84 of their budget, when you read the budget, omode eye tambo ana pampim ato employment so see em fa di padwumam no enye possible. And on the economy, any say omo budget on be presenting no afei no masha se emrahye bedwam se so for hwesika sem so ebe kasa kire o man no se sika e be bo man ho bra in the year 2025 economic statement, economic policies, budget statement in here also mu kom also edom kuma no ene edom kase nyina atrase no hwe budget nim no mo kenken mu se budget no dia pa na wom because kaso o kan budget nim nsem nyina nka be na ansakra no wi edoso. And Tiani attracting the attention of Ghanaians. Ma Ghana for any bad J. Oh, my scrappy levy. My scrappy way. And to Ghana for Yamo boy. The Honorable Abena Osei Asare. She's a member of parliament. She has served at the Ministry of Finance before, Minister of State. Under the Nana Akufo-Addo's administration, the immediate past MPP government, and she represents the people of Etiwa East. Very fantastic, distinguished, honorable, solid in terms of the economic policies and budget statement. They were debating Adongo, and they were just quiet. You see, always the truth shall power the lies. She was questioned. Adongo said, in the budget, there's a portion that I have seen, Abena Osei Asare, whereby you are getting about $700 million from the International Monetary Fund, the Bretton Woods institutions, and another $600 million from the World Bank. Are they free? Those monies, Sikano, fan free, kana fanokwa. Eno mode mayana. Omo nyi bibia, omo de achaya na momayehu. Because company ko for penso in your grants maybe the year ya kwan. We no omo de achaya na se abesia. Monso se mo besia. After the NDC for na show. I'll be giving all this video evidence on the show this morning. This is the dialogue show. Bidi Eddie Owu Hene and Chi Buesiako. Coming home from Side Tamia, copying set non cron about pound semano eduno. I will have a fully packaged program. So it's time for sports. The senior national soccer team, the Black Stars of Ghana. Obi Ghana and Ibia Friday there. Me mention Jesse Friday. Until also real Jesse now she. Now ever full support Emma Black Stars because Chad for no more 0 point. Chad for Obi Ashomu. And Tiansha Chad for Kranya 3. Yansha Chad for Krano and yet 3. Your group in your torso second. Comoros in the Dika Comoros. Go visit memoir. Or more 9 so 9. Into your advantage. And your away matches be 2 abebo. The Akan Yabebo home. Into your advantage. Your advantage passing it to be qualified to World Cup. And I mean who said Baby Jet as a Mojan. Any Kudus, coffee me the sports in the immediate cheaper. Bet in the Mintrabi. Bet in the Mintrabi than a Mintrabi soup. Because the way boarding for Hano. And that's some Ketua. And Abranti every day. Sales personnel be or the company Sikabe 800 million. Akucha bet. And you're jailing. Bet and maybe a kikakonano idea. Or the company where sales rep. And the companies can only buy or the 800 million or a kucha bet. One Kasua Fesicano the Kobie business near Chumpu. Now I catch a call to say, me Fesicano the Kobie Miami company, and Timoma me Kwameton and your man Amidi Abitriaka. Where you are a kucha bet Mexicana 800 million. A country a Jumanimuno bet, maybe a dear Kwakui. It's time for sports. Kofi Amponsa Osia Hina Ekrado. Ede agudi munsem ebro.
Because you watch my car, but say no share the coso a world of sports. When we say the Blaster Seminole a crucial game, if you are the bay a Accra Sports build up an ana. You go say and someone say Masha Sheme Blasters say yes. You need because USA, Canada, Mexico, for the youth of this country, be any say was say Ghana to me qualify for that important World Cup. Now here standings in so BBNC because come was on 9 points plus 4 goals and Ghana won 9 points plus 2 goals. Chad in my way. I'm not the weakest link. Oh, your group no because only in the game the I'm losing for matches in minus 8 goals. The here search na achieve further that was 6 goals no. And also no so na me gina emo akwababa the sports segment on Net2 TV the dialogue. So from Kofi Amponsa Osia Hene. Yen semre yen shase MFA Blasters and Ra, near the 2 trainer so Accra Sports City and full house because first day not only 9 players when they buy Ra Inaki now around Thomas Partey, Kudus Mohammed, Omunina by na Akonobapa. Then the legendary Baby Jet Asamoah any place in Benya 1 or 2 interactions kakra. You enjoy this a year video you put it up. As I said, University Accra Sports City.
Yes, sir. Champion that was it. Hasn't it? Wow. It's better to meet you. How are you? Yeah? Oh, that's nice. Okay.
I believe you.
Thank you.
And I trust you, yeah.
Thank you. You know, I'm a big fan of you, I always like to watch you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Wow. Big day for me.
Wow.
Big day for me.
Yeah, thank you.
Right, so when you come Accra so from the Blasters, some team hotel up to a stadium home called engage our trainer to say na any because players no the motivation is say at least you on level ground because you have 9 points against Comoros. BBNC they hear say was say guys no a ball and you're doing soccer. Enti over me the interaction between Asamoah and Kudus Mohammed. Then also Asamoah and Partey. Yes, the Baby Jet Asamoah has and Anna and Rano. Monet a place no. Edin Kumo. When it's a legendary there. Or that legendary status no. Ain't you know the only why ya Asam na bentira. What you say? Baby Jet Asam na bentira. Ain't or say guys in crime, which is very important. Coach Chris, matching to say.
Hello.
Coach, what's your name?
Nyamna do me too nkan me ho ye.
Right. Enti yan start from baby and Missy Siano, the legendary Baby Jet Asamoah and Ra. I decided say also ye part of the team training no. Na motivate your guys no. Then also na Tony Buffon so around. 7 to another appear and so around. How important and the presence of these legends no ebe added to your current team no as far as this Friday game now concerned against Shad.
Osia ne you better gun of wase anopai. Na ye dia sida e mo den ama twedi ampon Yankopon. Ade party you done as a papa. Osiane, say, you're Black Stars player. Now say, you got the privilege to meet the baby jet, Anthony Bafo, the Capitano himself. Now say, Omudiomu Ebechiremo, our training grounds. On one ambition, on one mission, is to bring the best out of you guys. Look, we are Unauthorized, we are with a chauffeur, we are Black Star player. And it's on the Ghana for the Agyapong. AFCON one qualify, Ghana for the Agyapong. Ghana for your margin said, although Nyaman Koye, Black Stars technical team, and yet me the debut American, I didn't know Oceane, Obiani Misubai, and yes, Sutia, me button, me just me take baby, I granted Bruno. Although Enyano, but so you're player. Na so na obegina bonuma bobia maye yes rewo. Adia Stephen Apia, Anthony Bafo, Asamoah Gyan mo catcher blaster players ne say. For once, munkumu humaye kakra. This current crop of blaster players, no. Omon said that man ye ninja sada. Omo call AFCON first round no with him. Omo sound call AFCON another first round no with him. Omo call World Cup first round no with him. Say put the AFCON put the man qualify cry. When they chino or mine extra mo say ye domo ye dianemo enti etu ne ye din a say yem fa bibia ye kita asomai no yem fantamochi. Nyame adoma Friday and then your Wednesday or Tuesday. Me send me no me catch our radio so no. I'm not interested in the performance. So this is a team that has not won a game in a very, very long time. They should find a way of winning. They should just manage to find a way to win the game against Chad. Someone to me, yeah, baby, a dinkunumitia. Mumfa eniti embre na ye design shrano no dono atamuchi na ya jamu kwa mama ko Morocco. Morocco sumu kono. The last time you were in Morocco, you couldn't beat Niger there. Go back to Morocco. That is where you should have gone. And I say you should be in December of this year. This is our AFCON in Morocco. Morocco, how na kwako bo AFCON. AFCON na young Kobino. Yeah, AFCON na ye kwako bono your Monday against Madagascar. Go to Morocco, believing in your capability, believing in your ability, knowing that you are Ghanaian. Let the Ghanaianness in you represent you on that day. Now, we just 6 points. Oceane, you 6 points. We are. Yes, it's a World Cup qualifiers. No, I know by your team. And the legend, the baby jet, the legend, Stephen Apia, the Okomu, and no pa area in Numre on your money coba. Anthony Bafo, Yadana say, Atu Nayadino, but Omuntu Otuado Sufo, say, coach, on Yirino, don't coach it to me. Now, Yamfa or dog any biakuye and cut him. No penny for Bebre Aframe. Bebe Canada, Americano, Ghana for Yabianqua, a bayet papa Pamaye, and yeti near any not to yeti, say, ye supported him, I'm a timino acronym, I think on him. Naturally, I will not do that. Me ankasa as a person, that is not the way I do my things. And yet, I don't support blindly. But Usha baby, I ever bobo here, Usha nipa there. There's nothing wrong. For once, you can bend your principle a bit to accommodate the future of certain things to happen now. Over to my amana. And it said, "Dear, Obiata timneti, yes, supported him, I'm a team nakonim." Minia.
Right, Coach Medasi, I'm hoping say you be here Friday in our class for Stadium, right?
Definitely. I'll be there. Okay. So you're very running commentary if you're class for Stadium, Edinburgh or Man FM4. But see, me accreditation, Munji Mami, right? Mate.
Okay, see, Coach Chris and Yatsen and Can say, oh my, and the so we say big giving a basso. Friday be your class sports limity. You best support your team on tea. Maybe you have players in Yamakara so be able to camp. 20 players will be in your full house. Our class sports stadium now is so interesting because Kudus Abba, what I say, Kudus around. This is Thomas Sepati. Just say Arsenal, Neman, you know, the Abba. This is Kudus and Baby Jets Asamoah. Then this is Mohamed Salisu of AS Monaco. Yeah, one of the dependable defenders. What I say, see the chill power. I say, lose this, John Mensah. No, Salisu, you have too much of AS Monaco. It's also around. I just say, and your dear guys in your break for the game never so. And so serious. And I just hope and say, maybe you win against us. Your chances of gaining qualification for the World Cup, no, able to me, I successful. Right, let's talk about the sports ministry. I decided say previously, no, obviously we give me beer. Yeah, now a true e-ticket. But the abano penny say, Okito Sika, now to get to our no to ya, no remo. That is the change Saba. It's maybe later, maybe between decided to say, you will corner in this way than a previous year now. You pass it through here, e-ticket, say, yeah, was somebody Jordan, see, you got kill. A war, quantity and son away getting access to the game now, Embasso, a war, Accra Sports Stadium. Now, yeah, any blaster issue. Let's talk about other issues because when we say the also a war rugby federation or Herbert Mensah and the entire we are say and I say Africa no be the new president Emma Rugby Federation no Africa. Until we decided say I was say ofi Ghana there no na Oma kunya beda ho na responsibility take up that position. Until the new federation boss Emma Rugby which is Oba Rafiatu. Until that is Rafatu Inusa and the new president Emma Ghana Rugby Football Union no for the 4 years and then until wishing was say Oba Rugby no so to me I couldn't name Ewa Ghana Hasi intina the honor. Now let's talk about Ghana Premier League and midweek games all the various centers na Kobia Asante Kotoko and what me say omeni abrebo person say last week you know omo enya win over Legon Cities. It almost some to me I send that win no. So Asante Kotoko LFC Young Apostles FC Samates versus Mediema Bichim United they be who across the folk a big game pan be happen there will Bichim ho. Then also Basaki Holy Stars up against Vienna Stars. Recruit Chelsea Nelson come face in Trema but Trema for the say bono omo mobile and that is that. Heart Alliance versus Dreams FC. Nations will face Adriana Stars. Legon Cities up against Vision FC to win and share that for Ghana Premier League. As Sunny gives even say ever happen a year and ne. I just say channel bad and updates no year day amamo kakra. Now, when we say you're more World Cup qualifiers weekend in Madrid team no 16 players and a joining or more national team just so no status. I just be a bomb sampa. Madrid team they full of stars. Now see national team players. So me and San Ebo France national team headed by Kylian Mbappe. Brazil France almost about 3 players. Aviso Junior account Rodrigo Kahun, Enrique Sokahun, Antonio Rudiger, from Germany, also Kahun. Then goalkeeper Courtois Sono. With a Belgium national team. These are 16 players of Madrid. A ball national team. I want to say, but the team there, Jinchia. It's now how placing be a general national team. How I name of course. So, Yami Yamal, yes, on the screen now, no, the young chaps, just 17-year-old boy, or making sure the swim baby we need a Euro tournament now. Also, making sure say Barcelona. Always be no our presence or Champions League no ebe on point. So that is a yami yama for you and also what journey a Spain national team no. Then also Antonio Rudiger, yes. The last kick Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. Our Champions League a penalty shooter. I don't know about the last one I just say Rudiger there, yes they be over such as ni who that be na or that spirit like Abusia Yedmesia, but finally, EPL games are equal open players are about 50 plus goals plus assists a year this season. On screen now, a players are what want to see pa in the EPL. Mo Salah count, Kevin De Bruyne count, the other players so your parts. You see na pay. Na me na so your time, but fatu to me say Friday in the year. Accra Sports, and it's time to support our blasters. Need to win over Chad team no. From Kofi Amponsa Osiane, meda team nyina ase. Ye twa ho aba dialogue egu so to aso matching.
Okay, that was fantastic sports update on the dialogue show by Kofi Amponsa. Osi hene Friday be demonstrate say Ghanaians. In fact, we need to support our own Black Stars AFCON and qualify 2025 Morocco the Ekoso. Now expect say World Cup and we are see man saying crew I can see. Yanyi bida nensu yakobida. The year 2006, that was the first time he appeared with Germany, and at 2010 in South Africa. 2014, Brazil, so you Kobe. Yabobi 2018. Just say Yabobi at 2022, last one, born. Black Stars, we are hoping and praying, say, Yamranti and Ohe, the training, day 1, day 2, training on Moyena. Stars, a work team, Thomas Tepate, Mohamed Kudus, fantastic player. Mrantia aka modern boy. We are hoping and praying. Say, goalkeeper no coaching Bobby na edi free him no. So maybe. Wednesday. Ofori. But we good though. Ghana for a mistake back wa. Necessary I say abemebu no. We a good keeper. But obey the Saturday man for bet ebo faso. On social media, omo bashe na. It's time for a entertainment news. Yade energy kase Ebro.
my head. Beautiful morning. Welcome to Entertainment Segment on The Dialogue. My name is Noella Santi. Coming to you live from Netu Television at Medina Zongo Junction. Coming up this morning, we're talking about the debate on Kweku Smoke's nomination in the Artist of the Year category. And we'll talk about AC Music and Molly Music, who is making waves in Jamaica and United States of America. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back shortly with the details. There has been serious debates concerning Kweku Smoke's nomination in the Artist of the Year category in the TGMAs, that is the Telecel Ghana Music Awards. Now, the Artist of the Year category includes Kweku Smoke. We have Joe Metal in there. We have Kim Promise, Black Sherif, and many others. But it seems people are very confused about Kweku Smoke's nomination. One lady who was privileged enough to have a microphone spoke about Kweku Smoke not having a hit song that is fit enough for him to be nominated in that category. But Kweku had a pretty good year. Last year, he released 2 albums, which was Kweku Jesus and Born in Hell. Now, this song was the anthem of the streets. Everybody was listening to these albums wherever that you go. But this lady thinks otherwise. But let's look at Kim Promise. There was a comparison between Kweku Smoke and Kim Promise, who had a better year last year. Kim Promise had a huge show in Singapore, that is Asia, the first time an Afrobeat artist has made it into Asia to perform on a big stage. Now let's take a look at Kim Promise concert at Singapore, and we'll come back to Ghana to look at Kweku Smoke concert, revival concert, which I was present. Anyway, it was a huge show. Let's take a look who had a better year last year. In Singapore at his concert. But let's come back home to Ghana last year in December. It was on a Wednesday. That was a weekday, but everybody, literally everybody who was a fan of Kweku Smoke trooped at the Good Park at Accra Mall to witness the revival concert. Let's look at the revival concert that happened. That was Kweku Smoke with Jar Guide at the Revival concert. I was present myself, and safe to say, both artists, both Kim Promise and Kweku Smoke had a good year last year, but the response at the Revival concert was massive. It was beautiful to see. Kweku has been in the music scene for a very long time, but last year was Kweku's year. So if he wins Artist of the Year this year, I'm very sure he's well deserved and he deserves it. Stonebwoy also did massively. He's also in the category, but we are all going to wait for May 5th to see who wins Artist of the Year. Now, next story, let me put you on the new music or somebody new. He is not new in the music scene, but now people are beginning to appreciate his music. He's none other but AEC, who was formerly known as AI. If you don't remember, wherever the party goes, step clean, yeah, that song. If you've heard that song, that was AEC who made this song. He has a new one on the block, which is called Can I Live? Now, he makes contemporary music. It is not commercial. It is not something you will want to dance to, but AEC's music is definitely worth listening. Let's take a look at AEC's Can I Live?
I said, I'ma live my life. I said, I can't stop for nothing, I can't lie. It's bigger than me, larger than life. It's necessary that I keep it burning. Hey, yo, gang, little bitch, come kiss the ring. Misfit and the list begins. Can I live? Can I live? Oh Lord, can I live? One more time. I said, can I live? Yeah, I am in my own lane, so natural say no signs. I shouldn't need no applause for this and the attention I don't like. You see, I'm just a simple man who fits the plan. I'm just saying, I give a fuck if they love me or hate me. Still represent proudly and greatly. To be a god and a Mr. Man. Yaminipa, can I live? Yaminipa, can I live? Can I live? Let me ask one more time. It's rough for them. Can I live? Break it down for me. And show yourself for ourselves. That's no fear on your mind. When you make pizza, Yanipa Becca, and so die. Yes, it can. Crime, yeah, he's zooming, yeah, you. Blood, and come at you. When you have the shade and put the skin pain. And so die. Yes, it can. You know. And so die. Yes, it can. They say, die, yes it can, one more time, they say, die.
That is AEC with Can I Live? Now, if you appreciate music, this is something you will sit back, listen, and just love everything about music. This is AEC. So you stream AEC. He's on all music platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Audio Mac, Boom Play. Wherever you stream your music from, stream AEC. He's one of the best we have out there. We should stop sleeping on our artists. He is almost in line with Rocky Dawuni, and Rocky Dawuni is in the Grammys and all of that. He is. So let's keep streaming AEC. Let's watch AEC wherever. Let's put him on the map as well. Thank you very much. Now, then my next story, Molly Music. I'm pretty sure you've heard Molly Music. Shake it to the max here. Yeah, I wish I could do the challenge for you right here. But Molly Music has made it to the US Afrobeat chart list at number 6 with her Shake It to the Max remix with Skilly Bang and Shensia. Now, she was on the 20,000 capacity stadium last week performing with Shensi's Skilly Bang. It was massive. Now, that girl is way gone with just that one song. It's beautiful to see our Ghanaian girls, our Ghanaian women pushing it all the way up there. So Shake It to the Max featuring Skilly Bang and Shensia. She even did a promo video with our Makola women. So Shake It to the Max is on the US Billboard chart list at number 6. And here is Shake It to the Max with the Makola women. Enjoy.
Please turn up the bass to the max. And if you hear this and then go on your back, go on your knees, baby, shake it to the max. But DJ, please turn up the bass to the max. Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. 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 Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
Bad man, she love. Bad man, she love. Yeah. Bad man, she love. Yeah. Bad man, she love. Bad man, she love. Yeah. Bad man, she love. Bad man, she love. Yeah. Your pussy fat in your shot.
Oh, you dealing with the boss?
Make you come first, could I never take a last? Yeah. Like a ball pump up the pussy fast. Skin out the pussy for me fuck it. Girl, you make it cocky brad. Original girl, some of them are in a calf.
And if you hear this and then go on your back, go on your knees, baby, shake it to the max. But DJ, please turn up the bass to the max. Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. Shake it to the max. Shake it to the max. Yeah.
Music with Shake It to the Max featuring Shensia and Skilly Bang, all from Jamaica. So kudos to Mali Music, Shensia and Skilly Bang with this one. It's a hit, it's a banger, it's playing everywhere. So you can stream it on all music platforms. Now before I go, I want to say a very big happy birthday to my mother, the woman who brought me onto this. She's 55 years today. So happy birthday, Mom, Christina Che, wherever you are. May the Lord richly bless you. Thank you very much for watching. This is entertainment segment on The Dialogue. My name is Noella Sante. You can follow me on all social media platforms as well. The Dialogue is still in session. Don't go nowhere.
Was a beautiful entertainment news update from our beautiful sister Noella Sante for such a great news update on the Dialogue Show, 19th day of the third month in the year of our Lord. Now, ebedana sipa or anije kasia what they assume it's time for a year newspaper review. Na yede enonso komo ede abro the rubon krata no nsamba na ma church de aba yebeko sansem no pi na yahwese ne enioma comedy ni owo ahene entwibu esia so join the discussion on YouTube Net2 TV GH Net2 TV GH eho na obetimi so I like it na wa share ma afoforo enya bi ahwe abenanya akukwe kuma will be joining me shortly na yahwe the rubon krata Sabato is also in the house. Tiber's stories making up the headlines. Na yabon kruchi na yada to be just the mama sign and so etimi atibi. And ebedi apomode hon komo going forward na yenim penim for me no bi atwetwe enkomo afa ya pomodene ehun on the Dialogue today. 19th of March 2025. And join today's discussion. Drop your comment at the comment section. Ja wadwen kire to ho yebejibre na akinkai ni nyina edemon. Besia Bohon Komono, I'll be showcasing those videos. The course of Parliament proceedings a course and about budget debate. Budget debate. Enra ewomra shebi dwefie. NDC for no aye sulia. Omaboy sulia. Budget enyoma wom. Oh, the difference between MPP wa bemo mo send DC for penny for them packing kind. NPP for no so almost so smart o. But NDC for in your time and kind. But omo opposition 88 members of parliament omo sisi ano. Omo adaje pa kind. And that full booklet of the budget debate, budget statement, you know, oma kemu ne munsem pi. And some no a dozen. Yeah, just $700 million. $1 million. And now the bagane skema o convert here. An exchange rate in dollar no almost 16. Let's take it 16. It's over 160 billion. That is $1 million. So if you are taking $700 million, Sasikano, is it free? Is it for free? Without any interest. Besia, a country called Ghana, 68 years, in fear the ocean watching, there be a Besia. There be a, you see, a Jeffahudi, any idea. Fahudi, I say, any TM, not a Payetimiaka and Gungun Teddy, Asa. By Sika, the more mine home, brother, you will be cry, Amanyofono. You will be cry Amanyofono, the leaders of this country. Amanyofo Kendi Fono, Bibi Nevis Kansu. The hand said, yeah. Nadiachi, 15,000 Ghana cedis, monthly salary. Some na kuguna account. 15,000, na teacher ni edgy 2,000. You 2,000 kabe in film, you know na MI. Nurse in 2,500. Ebiji 2,000, big credit 1,500. And no more young for you, Ebiji 400 Ghana. Omo be 1,000 Ghana. Dear not be 1,000. 10 million. I say 1,000 Ghana cedis. You do bika. Utimo dancing will be a. What the Adjuman Sika, what they shame. 500 million. Now the Obia got trade one now to the 300 Ghana. Oh, we are. But be a Juma a worth about 2 billion. Now to the 500 Ghana. Oh, we are. What be a Juma? Sika the share Juma 3 billion. 300,000 Ghana cedis. What a setting up company. And now 5 billion. No offer worker, Utuanaka 500, 700, 800. Ube we are Sikano. I am born in Subia because I come here. Take a Juma for a private sector or a bank guardians to go. Now, Utubika 1,005, 1,001. Or for a car free, don't do and then do I want to be say. Lord, if I say 10 cities, more. That's what you that's don't do I bet cost in that. And the 10 cities, no, I bet you, I know you're Madina, so they buy Madina. Oh, they call Crab 15 straight away. And 16 cities. And the 16 cities from Dodowa to Accra. Also, about another 16, we will call you straight car. And 32, 16, and cry say 32 cities. And 32 times, maybe 20 working days, cry say. Almost 600 to 700 Ghana cedis. And you 1,001. I can say 400 Ghana. I can 4 million. I can just 400 Ghana on bad day. Or you know, or this kind of bad day. Over to your light bill, water bill, or the size kind of bad day. But we have politicians, parliamentarians in Ghana. 150 million. Where LSCC, but Obian Kahore. But the same politicians will come to you, vote for me, then you are going to vote. Now, you want to myself for my mom. Honorable man, you are wasting your time. And then I do fear, me point you do fear. Now, mobile friend, be almost have more NDC MPP. Obi on even also any message reply. I don't have time for those. I'm not a politician. I'm a broadcast journalist, Asa. I'm not a member of your party. I don't belong to a party. I don't have a party card, but I exercise my franchise as I'm a citizen of this country. Me kotomaba party me penma to nipa me penma to maba manasa. And I go for me number me do feel na mo send me message about politics. I don't have time for that. Too. I don't have time for that. And you question about politics, do your dream, be then you'll be following. Have time for your family. Think about your family, how to progress in life. Because politicians will do much. I'm advising you. Also, be afraid. And I say, me tell I'm saying, do you? Me see you actually better menka. Me need that time no. Me need that idea. Me abranti. I was saying, me do my day in pesika. Dachi. Now the my politics be beer MPP NDC MPP NDC. Adiachi obey what you now is ako no. Sa ni omana na wadi o. Mamu mi enmo na makofa sa ma nyuko mi nuaba. We ba mfie wotwe na we ba mfie wotwe. We ba na we ko. See so up and down. No mo de ekoba. Ma wani nko wadwuma so. Enti ma bia enwuma okrom ha no. Boys no be koso awia mo. Abrante or there will be 800 million akotwa bet. On the Sebi, benefom fan the sasu Jimmy Ford here. Sebi, mo fan chema no pay. Madaroma, we the Mr. Benefom Madaroma, but also me yeno. When I could me pacho say. On the Obisika 800 million sales rep. I have forward you mem. One can say me Sikano. Ede akobie company and am abie mi bodua ndamom ma wi sika no akotwa bet ochisi so wo odwene a country called Ghana adwuma ni krom ha sa o de yemfa da bonka tan mu sem ene ukuadanti ko ewia na free banete Friday, Obi Anshe Black Stars JC. And a Ghana flag be good home. Na you support Black Stars. Me say be mo nya but be be. E bi Black Stars. Your Excellency na mo kwa be. Bibi I find there.
Oh, bibi.
There
be me mo bi aka ho.
That is what. Now what to say? I say not week, but that's my pressure screen so.
Oh, quite best. Oh, why I want a man called Fadun Costa.
Fadun was so that.
Obi Adrian be so. May uncle him. And then you have one crater.
I feel no about Tijapoto in fear. In 50 precope into an amosa. What by if you're still an be a pie with future me now him our quaba. Now I want to say,
when we are pan, I was way. And I didn't see a short one.
And there be a hot. Okay, short to the other.
And besides, our content was here.
Yeah, I could tell you one some car.
And when you wake up, then I may silence one. Besides,
we are sure how much I don't know who. Well, Mate, Orion Guaba.
Why?
Orion Guaba,
hey, Baba, I feel the poster number.
At long last.
Poster number.
You are printing Alfonso.
Alfonso.
What age, no?
80.
The mamma 80 years. Oh, 80 the man. What the 21? Let's say, okay,
80.
80 years. Because only 52 years.
At long last, Abba.
Boy. To now say the poster nothing more printing and as our bombs were print anymore. Yo, I was for a brass to say, yeah, the one craft animal and some Ediba. Your Excellency, the Queen of the Dialogue and a Sabbatal. And so, oh, fiancé. And tea, yeah, behe in summer, the work out and a in a budget in the and as I, Yanuma Koji $700 million, be a shim from IMF. And Masa Koji $600 million be from World Bank. And so Musa Fiumburu. And they've been exposed. And tell no more, sir.
Yeah.
Omudara Ghana for.
Now, I say, no, they are signing up for. Did you expect anything different?
No, what catch Ghana for? So, what 3.5 billion for a fear situation? That's the cow the mom could do $1 million. 1 billion point.
That crown, no. Yes. Say statistical service growth no crown. Say 4.4.
Also, the assurance and knocking a 2 fucking car budget and didn't be all.
I can say, your man microphone, Chassaman Penny, that akufo-addo. Or shall say so, you free SHSC. Say, Obia, the one more, or Becca and say, your man, dear, or between a or 2 forecasts. Maybe I know. Almost microphone to me yet. Attend to me.
Omo catch a gun and said, Oma allocated 3.5 billion and extra money be cry in case of emergency. Not knowing says can no 1 billion.
Now the only the Women's Bank na say.
Women's Bank semi now bekin. What a Bank of Ghana, Sika, Sishe mu peso be commercial banker. Sika minimum requirement in it should be 400 million.
And I was Sika so on show the baby bank.
51.
And the savings and loans.
Savings and loans go no. Susu. In fact, politicians are taking Ghanaians for granted.
No, but I don't need a pay.
I don't Ghana for pay.
I don't need a pay. Obia catch us and you don't need a power boy.
I see.
I don't need a pay. What do you open? Someone walking with them. I didn't have German castle which is now with their money.
I
don't know more pay. Until I'm fine.
Boy. Well, Sabata, now what to say? Udayi. Sundaye.
Another man so die. Mammy, the man so die.
Oh, Dana Sundaya. I want your mammy, you know. Oh, they point out no be home.
Martin.
Nipa be or down so die, no. It's your mammy, no so.
Me so die by no dear man so die.
And no one so now what she any Wednesday. If you do that, but what's back be?
I must.
Okay.
Also, you know what did you mean?
Baby, also die. Obi also die in Ponko Sound. Obi also die out nam kwaye mu.
Say what you die mu ana.
Me chire.
Ade wo ye Joseph. Oye Joseph awo Bible. Boy.
Oh my goodness.
Yanko.
I did the moro so enye especially about 6-7 ko. Odi aduane bi a show yima be so die basa.
Me mentan so die but me so dia.
Eka. Also loto hu die da.
Me so bi da. Na me loto ni me nim twa me yere go so hu die.
No, abo phone found feature because I phone so sad die. Ye grant be no de chase.
Daily Guide.
Okay, come here.
Ashanti Council of State Police reviewing CCTV footage. Minister. Ghana Bauxite Company Defense OPCL acquisition. RTI Commission imposes 100,000 Ghana cedis fine on National Signal Bureau. And Attorney General drops Baka Vemawo tracing felony charges. And also so Daily Guide there or the bar and pay and
my fans are Ghana Bauxite Opoku company no. Omaya de pa. Ofori poku de no. Amugusu so mo amanfo gusu mo ka honsem. Eye na Ghana ye tan hododo.
Too much.
Be ye ne ahonhomfi ne doso.
On say
Ghana ni bie company.
My says we no. Eye simply ahoya. Ankwa ma me nua de. Ene e wo se me ye ho ahoya. Na nka ye no ane se na amna wo ahene na wo company. Ena wo se wo ton company no. Ena ma beto. Na fe sabata to baby na oti ho fifiri. Eno e kan say. Me na me de me company. And I'm say at the time, no, me value 80% shares, no, $12.5 million. And now over a company limited for OPCF for Omwato. And now I inject capital, our business. No, I say business, no, economy. Say no. At the time, our motor no value, no. So the investment or my year company anymore. And they say any value no at to one. And you be na company also a big grand as a connection. Company be out how be invest in a grow.
That is it.
And at the time value no and yet the same as any.
There be.
E be Oman FM ni Kencity Media value ane e kura no. Sa na
na me car ya me toy. Look at car na me toy. I bought my car way back 4 years ago at the amount of almost 50,000. And a car is almost 200,000.
Exactly. So what is Martin Kebuk talking about?
I am here. Any bay come. Bema de oye bonsam. Bema oye bonsam biano. I don't know who are sabe mani bia due.
Commentary ni nyina na mfa so bia ni so.
Yo, enti
omo pato.
Eno mo anya.
Eno wo mo anya.
Nti ahoya.
Ahoya.
Asemo de nyanwanwa. Oliver Baka von wa na asemi. Na de sika twitwi di wo mkura attorney general drop it.
Wa drop now.
Now we.
We dey say.
Daily Guardian call the next paper.
The Ghanaian Times. 2025 budget inspirational. It says states calls for proper implementation. Acquisition of Ghana Bauxite Company Limited by OPLC followed due diligence. GBCL. Make prisons transformative. President Mahama to new prisons boss.
Okay.
Daily Graphic. The Ghanaian Times there or the buy.
Okay.
It's a there's someone I want more. Institute of the
Statistical
Social and Economic Research.
Almost
Legon. One must say a fee budget, no, very inspirational. Aye, Omakum. Aye, I see. Almost say a inspirational. Name a more implementation. At all forcing any impending form her say, or mobile proper implementation.
One thing that Ghanaians should understand is that all budget are projections.
Of course.
Sikani now,
baby.
You don't have the monies there. Or project to say,
when I mean, yes,
and on a bar or crime, you know, the first one internally generated revenue. The budget you are on a tour and a busian and a busian and the external ever call a man who does busian. Busian also in Simu day at all. And to Ghana for, I think, say the Hianzi Akinka budget, ya scrappy bet for any judge. Omomucha bet no. Omani judge 10% in.
And Agyapong Sakwa so tribute.
The tribute. But enya brabapa emu awdachi.
Na minim se wonimo.
Oh, minim nkofo twa bet ofia. Wo shia o mo sports for no, ene nkofo bi etwa bi no. So wo shia mo no mani so aheja pene se bet.
So no a sports analyst.
Yes. Why?
Abrantie.
Sir, da be o sha say that.
Oh, sports analyst o.
Oh.
Yeah, no ho bet in wo twai. Prisons opening fufra ye no. Ena mampeni John Dramani Mahama di na adwuma ehye ne nsa abankesium. They say Jubilee House no once has a no Flagstaff House.
Oza.
Oh yes, some of the crataba. Send eno
yes,
eno so kan e ma o ma deliver no ho o wa hene.
Ghana de eche say MPP bar or the Jubilee House. NDC bar or the Flagstaff House. They say me say be do baabi no.
Nye de ehia ni.
Mami oto a wache wachire he ya kono hoyi. Udu ho be wusa say o party card we.
Na omo ye ne suma ase abede hu.
Continue so timiti watch any be 10 city or else no akwa be MPP ni.
So what you need to do your MPP ni. Nti wo betia tia wo. Sa na tie. Ena ode ato
Ghana.
Prisons penny no enim se osre. Prisons die anka ne purpose ne se nipa ko ho a e wo so we to me transforming.
Okay, you ton we. Sa de be si detwa. Prison ho aye ko yi. Yesi ye de obi ko na du afie. Ukodem a obesua nyansa na obefia was free akwamone ho ba ye ton koke ho ye ton wi ho ye ton petition ho ye ton blue red sabi ko bi eduro
any true modie everade mfa mbone nche why e ha dwene papa na so oh I
ejalo o ti do kan ejalo
enyo kra anene ne kra yes, Boko, any na number house so. One more could soldier ni baako, any nine.
Ghana ni soldier.
Boko, any na number for them house say. Boko assembly dear. A soldier with the 11 mechanized battalion of the Ghana Armed Forces in the Upper East region has been shot dead by unknown gunmen in Boko on Monday. Victim no warrant officer class 1. Whose name was not disclosed for security reasons, was said to have been shot multiple times before his death at 11 a.m., which occurred between Avengo and Kalori, where he was stationed.
Abna, soldier for no more a year.
Bulletproof.
Ghana has a security. Bulletproof and Tadiana Shasia.
According to an eyewitness account, the soldier was caught in a crossfire at the gunmen. as the gunmen who arrived at the scene in tattered clothes opened fire at the victim. The soldier, believed to be in his early 40s, was dressed in mufti when the suspect shot and killed him. The police in Boko confirmed the story to the Ghanaian Times, but declined to give details because they had not been authorized to speak on the matter.
And Boko no, dear Pano Moko, a chronodia no Moko,
the crowd, dear Jinyame.
Ajinya
mio or
na makunto kwa da so okun ekunkum ho
hadwen
obra mo woyere wo ma emma wo enti se be base ya ma na abena base ya amerikatu na ba ma do se bitimetu
nya asem no
enkwada do se bitimetu oh
Debbie and still omoda
sokun to kwa
I mean go back page of the Ghanaian Times. Electricity supply to Kumasi stabilized. Newborns to be screened for sickle cell diseases. Professor Osea Kotone Kase. Sana no so afo no ohwe oja de near so no Kumasi. Enti
can Kumasi the new dum.
Na de dai.
Ngusu dum eno ase. Me do fie. Be nonsumu ho na foin. Tie am say rade.
Ye be
soni. Enti e buy, e flash e buy new 1 minute. Na come say we are by them. Tana Humachi de Sum, no say, and your mother. They say, Yedema, a bassam fifribia, a better,
and yasam ketua. Enti, Oswa for the cook, Marcia, JJ, John Janapo.
Just a son of a friend.
Aye. And now, or call or 2 for Nancy to try with you now, so mention. And was you. The man for no air complain, pass and can you dum. Kosu Kumasi na ede ne wo hawo no a ena oso sesi a no wo mo upgrade wo mo capacity no eye ECG fo no wo Kumasi ena wires ni bi nso wo hwa e wasanse asia no so bebre no aye 40 eno na akofo wo hawo ne de abanti omo break akra na omo be stabilize electricity no wo ho e de ama wo
mate
Ghanaian Times no
you got the next story papers.
The Chronicle. Government promises 13.8 billion Ghana cedis for infrastructure, but allocates only 8 million Ghana cedis.
800 million.
800 million Ghana cedis. Honorable Kujo Opon Nkrumah. GBC was legally sold. No insider trading. Conflict of interest. Management clarifies.
Honorable Kujo Opon Nkrumah no pay no wakasa ewo Oman FM so. And was your budget in a sort of was an okay, can you want me? I wouldn't be.
I said, make no penny.
Now, ask him. I said, one more can Ghana for no more who say I am packing kind. But yet, he's saying, I am 52 pay me.
My kind of cram.
I drew baby also. Wabembu, or 2 boys and now can Kanya. On some ratchet your phone, the Omo young Wajuma. And sector also Omushim. Yes, see, I buy and say 13.8 billion. And what they buy infrastructure. Say, ye basic school dying. I don't know one day, man come once a quine and it's honey, man. And so allocation now or more yen. Say, budget no project TV, I feel near allocation. Yeah. And the Ministry of Wine and what they say, where they say. Uncle Raymond 800 million on my locating for infrastructure.
Not 13.8 no more.
And so 13.8 billion, you become a Ghana for budget.
Hey! No matter pan.
And no go free SHS or boys. GBC at the end of the Ghana Bauxite Company, the end of the year, and 170.
Okay, you got the next paper soon.
The Daily Statesman. Rift in NDC over Chief of Air Staff appointments. GPHA. Burkina Faso explore trade cooperation opportunities. Baumia's digitalization agenda proving right, Franklin Kujo. NDC not committed to development.
Hypocrites.
Upon Nkrumah laments inadequate budgetary allocations to critical sectors. The
most useless entities the civil society organizations. They are bogus and useless. I say the civil society organization. Say me here, metimi no atena se wo dem ne atebia
so betro paper
ye betro letter head ne atro proposal bi says na ya say ebia say your first energy sector na be kan one sema na say ya be civil society organization
be think tank
nonsense mon fan cheme no pay na go for when they dig Ghana abro Franklin Kunyo tam MPP your power into a who says digitalization na no na be bo man no and no opposition afi na be kan wa say they are hypocrites where mu ya demonstration say mon kwa juma because galamsey say issue galamsey no abai bai koso but civil society organizations organized labors no where are they
so o say no omo no
ya me betwe tua sampan fo ne die ni nya ka ba ko ba
ebi mo propose wo nti no
omo nkasa
there be propose no ye twenwi
na eho oman
ambassador mai
nti omo pe biaje
nanka enti wanga abekasa
the same civil society organization organized labor ye propose a salary increment of 25%. Mo say eswa 30 kra eswa. But you did 10% by say you welcome the 10%. My goodness. Sundays you go to church. Fridays mo be come mosque. E kra timu no. Ye mpa no kra wa Ghana. No krasa. Me say entina kwoshioko diabetes, pressure, kidney failure, liver cancer. Ekunkum mo sa no because one kind of cry
na peni mo so kwashi akoye no fabra ni enkoye
sasa asa
ye
ekro e mo no abana
but yen ka se galamsey ni de akwadropo se na ensuo no eni ye te se year beverage bi ayaya se de adania puto bibire
me se empanimfo no bi
eni pada sani to me kobrem eni tano eni pra no akose nsuo ni bi ego bottle mu no ode aba enkran na ode kire
e bi de
tv so ai ya sheda sa clean water ni asa ayi enso kwa to me body date ye kosa ye 2016 say na net ye 2017 die ni 2024 die ni e de sunlight wo tv so enne ensuo no adani eka ye kasa kan what you say adan I say atacha ya hono esa na ensuo no aye ne e wo manyi mu kwhwe osi no ono abo arafata no pe wo kasa wo say ono kasa ne fie achi ne fichire o matu abedru ni wo ho na ne fie ne sinwurem e wo fie o madu fie e wo si no o mugu sutu na wo a wo be ye wadwene say wo be kwa report na be kwa kan boys no be fa ho tan o say institutions ayama wo mu sika say omo no mo nhwe environment no omo kura no omo hu ahyin wo ka krom so enkofo bi aba ha say ne sia no ma frega lafo na ka krom say ono abo arafa to say yes no ma betu so sa enti no Ghana ha no de until say ye be jai sa anya atwom no de there's no way agalam say ne betu
abana areho na eya sisi ani hu ho asem ka dachi me de me ya ni o de ye nyina achi no aye refi say ye ya manyosem ye koba batakuntabu bi da homa yo
akunta de wo
ye refi atama so be di president okọ ibebu na akunta yanka so be mampani yem tan Kofi Anan obey mampani okọ
Kofi Anan be mampani we
obey yi United ni say obey ewi ase amansan ku ba tan obey ne de so na we ase pani nti be kan sa why ne de wi o dey okọ JJ Rollins so onu so dey okọ akoye na wo Uganda ye roku ni pay president yana ni hu ya on the no so o wi ni panel da bi ba ku bi mepe di dia ba ono so okọ akobu na tan Idi Amin
Idi Amin de senye na sem Idi Amin de sache
so be abena de ye nyina achi akontabu bi ye dai e homa ye ye bebu ya tan o sure atam wo homa ye no na ya me dwene ho ye ma opposition na position na ye de ma ono ye ne basabasa abena bebu ho atan pani a wo fa mayo wo dwumam ye sese be wo mu pieto ye bebu ho atan pani a wo bi adwuma na sabi usisi nkwala ye bebu ho atan
ba ni nyina no bottom line is nne no nipa nsuo nyame
mo asem nyina no aka no
enne no nipa nso nyame enti se wodi ni nua bone wodi ni nua adwiri mu a eno ane se oye
yo yo
but atemu na wo kan de ewo ho obie ne ho betumi a escape
yo amen kenka messages yi ansa no akọ na enne ebedi apomodi ho nkomo ho hia pa Ghana for hwe apomodi ho ye chene
mo akoko twetwe mo to no
omo
kan ho asem
omo fia
omo ho bebre
koko
ko wa we say ni koko
o si de ko
minim enye obi ne ka kire mia minim
koko ya de o kan na o ya bo of asem so koko ya de no well Francis there okay about say good morning wa hene please the NDC should not attempt to bring back the collapsed banks under the banking cleanup exercise. The idea behind bringing them back is pure political and not in the interest of Ghana. I will personally call for a heavy demonstration in case it occurs. Francis from Tema. From Abia, mention it. The banks na omu dio mine ewu. Na omu ye insolvent. Bronika said.
But President Mahama Shebo so oba ombesamba. Enti say samba say nyanwa. O demonstration ni de obeye.
But
you have a constitutional right to do it, but
hey, abana madwen wo mentiase o.
Ontiase.
Obi agije nkofo sika. Maami ya na ne sika da baako bank bia police ni bi di tuo. Piano. Me refi a bank ni ji savings and the friends say Midland mo savings and loans. No ko 200 cedis. 100 cedis. Ho ba sem. Me abidi mi sika akoto na me beyi.
Na wo de enye format ya senkeke.
Me say GN bank the friends say abakwasi new bank. Me di sika no koto wa 3 days NS banks na collapse. No say bo mawu. Abnanya akukwe kuma di machi e. Ana abnanya akukwe kuma ne Albert. Muntie edi machi ne call bank manager no say manager ye adwuma wo Kencity ya wo. Sometimes no mo pesa asem no beko medium. Na one for brand sika ma no ne. Ye beka wasem. Oye ko Friday, Monday no friends and medicine. And
so now go fast and lie.
Go fast and lie. Ofo bia dia mo no. Me dey mesika kamawie ya no no. Cause kan modu. Enti ya tena we nyina ho ama na kwaba. Sa banks no sa akofa ba. E wasem mo po. The mama mfa wonsia.
Wadaroma.
Excellency, the queen of the dialogue. Abena Nyakuku Ekuma ena yetenika. Yebetie budget we say nansan makobreaka. But Mr. Fen, yebetie the first video. The Honorable Isaac Adongo ene kasai. Me pese yetie na sem no. Pese Ghana ni bia waso. Enya daje no ntie nsem na oka no. Owo mrahye bidwafie. Na yentie response a the Honorable Abena Osayasare. Enso e de bantie nkokotie NDC side, NT MPP side on the budget debate in Ghana's parliament. Intimra.
Still recovering from the kind of budget. Listening to my colleague, I can understand they are very dazed and they are still recovering from the kind of budget they never expected Ghana would ever have. Mr. Speaker, they are wondering how we put together such a budget without going to borrow $3 billion from the international capital market. For them, that type of budget can only be financed with borrowing on the international capital market and even use some of it to celebrate with kinky and fish. So we have come to teach them how to run an economy properly, so to speak. In fact, at some point in time, I was almost going to ask MTN to audit their books whether some of the quick loans have not found their way to these people. Because they were so loan driven that they didn't know that you could manage an economy from generating internal resources. But Mr. Speaker, in 2019, the government of Ghana, led by Ken Ofori-Atta, the then finance minister, went to the IMF after he failed to meet the performance criteria and applied for waiver for the non-observance of performance criteria. So if we have those people who have ever asked for waiver for non-compliance with performance criteria, there they are. They did it in 2019. So in 2019, they did not end the program. They ran away from the program by asking the IMF to forgive them because they simply didn't have what it takes to complete the program. That is what they did. But Mr. Speaker, audited financial data. When did we ever come here to present a budget with audited financial statements? When you come here to submit a budget, you normally will come here in November. I'm saying that you normally will come into this house with your budget in November. The financial year wouldn't have even ended for you to even audit. And you have been doing that for 8 years. And today you are asking that we should have come with audited financial statement before we can declare the deficit that we inherited. What type of logic is this?
All right. So that was the Honorable Isaac Adongo. And Obo say NDC MPP abani chairman. Or say or kokra ko find out from a MTN say abani so man kwaji quick loan ni bia. Omo bobo besia basa into omo dia besia de. Omo be ye economy ni ye besia bia no omo bebo. Now the Honorable Abena Osei Asare, a very dynamic member of parliament, distinguished honorable. And I said, no, I don't want some me a finance person. I represent my people. My son's why a Juma of finance ministry paying. I'm a minister of state. In fact, I have to salute that woman. I am standing before you this morning to salute the Honorable Abena Osei Asare. Very distinguished honorable, very courageous, eloquent, splendid, fantastic, solid presentation before the House of Parliament on that same subject matter. No wonder the good people of Etua East voted once again for her to represent them in Parliament, because she was so courageous, speaking boldly to defend her party, analyzing the economy in the past years, what the MPP government encountered, the challenges that they went through, the challenges that confronted the economy of this country, not in Ghana alone, globally economy. They were all jeopardized. And they took that steps trying to revive the economy. And omoye yan kakra and Ghana for so much mase. And the Honorable Abena Osei Asare, and so ma era Isaac Adongo who said they all can entro. Nano crenim. You said you are not going to borrow. So the $700 million that you are getting from IMF, the Bretton Woods institution, the $700 million from the International Monetary Fund, and the $600 million from the World Bank are there for free. And I want them to say, and the must question off. Budget in some more. But you back in kind and ye no, na magana find it. There's something I ready, I ain't here.
Mr. Speaker, let me remind my brothers on the other side that when they were leaving government in 2016, what was their growth rate? 3.6% against a revised target of 4.1%. Mr. Speaker, when you also go to page 8 of the budget, in page 8 of the budget, the minister acknowledges that inflation is a real concern in the ECOWAS region. And Ghana is also part of the ECOWAS region. And so minister comes here to paint a picture as if Ghana is not part of the ECOWAS region, and we are all trying very hard to tame or bring down inflation. Mr. Speaker, from 2022, we brought inflation down from 54% to 23.8% in December 2024. Mr. Speaker, ask them, prior to 2016, and all the 3 years to 2016, Mr. Speaker, they never went through what we had to go through. But what happened? In March 2016, their inflation was 19.2%. And in December 2016, All they could do was to bring it down to a few basis points, to 15.4%. They missed their target of less than 11% of inflation. So please, you should know better. Mr. Speaker, again, my brother on the other side, Honorable Adongo, mentioned the fact that we are not going to borrow, but yet in your budget, you have 700 million coming from IMF and 600 million coming from the World Bank. What is that? Is that free money or is that your own money in US dollars? I always tell people that the devil is in the detail. Always look in the appendices and then you find what they mean by that. Mr. Speaker, again, in 2016, this government,
Baku could do for, you see, Obusa question, as an American one of Asemano panel, the $700 million. Now, what budget from IMF, no, a free and I am musica. $600 million from the World Bank, a musica na. This is the dialogue show. Stay tuned. I'll be right back after this short break. Now, today's discussions so at us. We did the Owu and Fibu Isiaku. Okay, welcome back. This has been another wonderful episode of Ghana's biggest and most highly respected political, social, and current affairs talk show live here on Net2 TV. Ghana's finest breakfast. And there so many the Owa and Chibuisia. Net2 TV, the dialogues, so any Bosome Miensa Ghana month or Benim Sena Kankasemo, you can match or Benim Bosomene da etoso a do encron and Fimpimino any eduno enum. Now, Anope, mene a doctor for Kukudam, never bidding como. Yeda be amanyosem ntina yes social and current affairs show enti ba bedin komo World Oral Day yinim so we hwan so ofri hen de ade na we are privileged to have Dr. Kwashi in the studio where a medical officer University of Ghana Medical Center UGMC ti obeboaye anope pa nti ti sam komo bi na bebo opomden beboa wankasa odachi esan say apomden hu nkomo de ebo nipa abrabo doc e mawachi I want to say good morning.
Good morning. We dem
yes. Well, World Oral Day, what is it about?
So World Oral Health Day.
Health Day, okay.
Yes. So I don't know internationally or worldwide. That's the 20th of March. The whole world. Say we are share a say and a near ma eka esino hua eboa to me function well, okay. If I should say.
Okay.
So not just we see our wenum, okay. But esino ewo near ma support esina ewo wenum. So that we yes, the flesh, okay. So the World Oral Health Day has been set up, say, this particular day, we reflect, we pay attention to your oral health and then the benefits that you get from paying attention to that structure, okay. What you are going to benefit from. This particular World Oral Health Day, we are saying that having a happy or a healthy mouth means that in the long run you have a happy mind. You'll be sound, generally. Okay. Yes. So that is what the purpose of it.
Basically, it's all about sending boss and home buying.
Exactly.
And the boss support to a sen.
Exactly.
So in this regard, Ebasana, Edisa, Edasina. What should we do as a country and our Ghanaians?
So generally, nationwide, there are screening areas. So people also be taking advantage. Because for say dental care is expensive. But usually this period, most of the health facilities are doing free screenings.
Okay.
That means you can walk for UGMC. Sorry, my apologies. I have to say a good morning to my CEO. Dr. Boama, and then my head of department, who is also the national president for Ghana Dental Association, okay. Dr. Kakraba Kwashi.
Okay.
So for UGMC tomorrow, from the hours of 9 to 1, you wait me about department where now you check your amount. No prices attached to it.
Free.
So you're in charge of BBI.
Okay.
And this is only not for UGMC. All the regions have areas that they are doing free screening for people.
Okay.
And so yes, this is one of the things that we are doing.
Yes, Kanya and social media. We say whitening of teeth. We say brushing of teeth. The other chemicals in your mebia and you be used. Yes, and Casa Quambers never fast by.
Oh, say, Esseno. Debia wo eti say dwaye yemfa na say dwaye anapa wo sorry a wo dwaye wo fi edwuma ba ansa na obeda na wo be dwaye but yes no I feel say it's naturally cleaning on its own. It doesn't work that way. Say anapa wo be chichu wo say enumre ansa na wo beda no the last thing I will be no say wo be chichu wo say inten ye will be rule of 2.
Okay.
Brushing your teeth twice a day and brushing your teeth morning and evening.
Okay.
Rule of 2. And now, you can say, brushing your teeth in the evening is the most important one. But I know na usually a fear because anapana we did the area all that period that we did the copem enumero. Eduane na we di na bi bekeka we no. Emboa wamboa na omo no natural bacteria and that's good and bad they'll get advantage of the food that is in your mouth. And ombe didi. Omo didi ade omo beja no. The biomaterials that they'll leave is what will destroy your teeth. So the night brushing is the most important. We say that one no, it is for your own health. Okay. Then the morning one no, it is so that man go for bad bad odor. So brushing your teeth twice a day, number one. Number two, using the right toothbrush. Ghanaians naturally say yepe hard toothbrush. If you say, oh yeah, the nowadays. In the yeah, that means that you're doing a good. I understand you, okay. But on the contrary, no, that's not the preferred one. Okay. The preferred one is the soft or medium bristle toothbrush. Into koto toothbrush naka, who say on the pack, no, at the top is written medium, hard, soft. We prefer that you use the soft or the medium bristle toothbrush. Okay. Because what happens is that you tend to brush your teeth without damaging the integral parts of the teeth. And then namno and a white part no. Ubo so bi chichines are usually ombeba no. Onu means cold water. Now when you're shock. Okay. Because you've brushed out the very integral part of the teeth. So the frequency of brushing, the type of the toothbrush, the type of the toothbrush, that's the bristle, the medium, or the soft, and then the technique. Say uba brushing, ubi brushing. I had to say a train track, but we encourage that you brush in a circular motion at a 45-degree angle to the tooth so that you don't traumatize the gum and you don't destroy the vital parts of the tooth. The last part, say, it is integral for you to visit the dentist once every 6 months.
Once every 6 months?
Yes.
Hey, any kruma
Adena make us. Senior was saying it here. There's no way. Obet me a catch me say, and Napa was sorry. I want to me take you time. There's no way you can do it. So the dentist comes in as a support and also as a detector. Say, baby, a simple in your problem. We can pick it early so you don't spend too much money in the future or you don't go through pain. Because we'll buy a whole at least every 6 months. We take our time to clean each and every single tooth in your mouth. Wow. From top to bottom. Enti ye and I say, Ebia, tokro bi ba esenwa. We can prompt you early, say, Ebia, we chichia, we concentrate to her, but won't pay attention to her. Cavity ana bibi ba wo. Enti yen taking more attention wo. And then we pay attention to that. But many a times, you bet ya, na yen to me, and no be bound at the first in 2 mommy. But we've moved away from the 2 mommy. No. As much as possible, we prefer, say, we'll keep the tooth in there for you to go to your grave with it. Okay. And it is possible. Okay. It is very possible. Wow. So these are some of the integral things that are very, very needed. Very, very
needed. And I your work crasino na methodology na you use was it me for body tree. Then we add charcoal. Now we will call the pepper kakaka. Yes, because
we like it hot.
Because yen an animal who say be a krubia bausin. Enti pepper in addition obit me ekum kro. Na etimi ena yi hu zisia no yeah, exactly. We've moved from that to toothpaste. Use and you might educate chemicals and I know education. And also no dear na nipa nyanim di mfiri ho. How do we choose a way papa we need use because obia yebi we don't want to mention any product here. But send your canon paste be a paste ana.
Exactly. So first of all, let me classify. Say the paste, we have those for children and those for adults.
Okay. So the color paste you see and yet
no.
And make it impact.
It won't get the desired results now.
Open. So much that a pace no from Kuala.
Yes. The entire pace from Kuala say in Kuala no quantity and ingredients near woman. We can't give them too much, otherwise I know more problem. There's a component in most of the toothpaste that we have in Ghana, that's the fluoride.
Okay.
But you can't give a child too much of it. There's an amount you can give a child.
Okay.
So Intiana Nkwala toothpaste. That's why we don't give opening toothpaste to Akwala, because you'll be giving that child too much of the fluoride.
Wow.
Most of the toothpaste in Ghana by FDA have the fluoride in them.
Yeah.
So first of all, we have to distinguish between the two, the child toothpaste and the adult toothpaste. Then the second thing is that most of our toothpaste on the market, we how should I say, we have to pay attention to the fact that you have to know what you're looking for.
Okay.
Somebody wants to whiten the teeth, so they are going for, what should I say, the charcoal one.
Okay.
So you use it for that period, not too extensive.
Okay. Within that period.
Yeah, just for that period. Okay. We have those that are for sensitivity. Someone has. If you're a man is listening, you go on for that one. But all these things, it is very integral that you see the dentist to guide you through it.
Yes, do anything on your own. Okay.
It's integral that when dentists now are supportive with choosing what is preferable for you.
Okay.
But in terms of the content, majority of our toothpaste have the fluoride, which is what we need. Majority of the toothpaste have the fluoride content, which is what is integral for us.
But what do you think, it becomes so difficult for Ghanaians to visit the dentist or the dental facility too? Because it's not part of the system as compared to other places. What might be the problem? Because Ghana, for they say, me say, na imbo sapoko ejari cry no. Obi the about 17 years no sisano. To brush, and we will come to that. The brush age 3 years. Obi to me you was anone.
Yes, enya
branches. You see, I don't know. And see, the money is difficult. Say Ghana for beba abehwehwe or on our that field. How often do Ghanaians visit your facility to check their teeth?
So first of all, from what we have seen, number one is the awareness. You can't go and look for something you don't know that's any ewo.
Okay.
And I mean, why dream ba ho say obi wo ho a doctor bi wo ho a ne djuma ne say go school 6 years 7 years no ne djuma ne say o hwe say so wonni ma. So the awareness, that's number one. Number two, the cost.
The board there.
And then we have to be, healthcare is actually expensive. But even when it comes to dental, the cost. But that's why we are saying, say, men train, manin drew
stage B. I don't know, I say.
Exactly.
Okay.
If you are regular with your dental visits, as I said, so at least once every 6 months. Problem be what? It's more of lifestyle. Ebia nipa way or tainum cook, or sorry, or tainum fizzy drinks.
Okay.
Or tainum or
soft drinks.
Yes, or tidy biscuits. Or didn't kitten. So the mouth, the oral hygiene on the acid content no high.
Okay.
The mouth has to have a basic pH, but ne mouth because of ne irregular eating habits no, the pH of the mouth is a little bit acidic. And to me, how should I say? Man is no because as the acidity increases, the nutrients in the tooth come out.
Okay.
when the pH is not balanced, the nutrients in the tooth come out, weakening the tooth and increasing the caca or the caries in the patient's mouth. So if you are regular and we pick some of these things, we can see the traces early. Then we guide you through your process without actually spending so much money to do the correction. It's just probably your lifestyle, drinking a lot of water, or maybe you forget to brush because they say will be up and and apano or coijumantem and ajuabana we accommodate we did ya na wada. But if we assist you, we help you through the journey, then you don't have to spend so much money on your teeth. Right. So it's mainly about the awareness and the cost.
All right. I was avoiding Dr. Kwashi and I didn't come here on Net2 TV, the dialogue show, World Oral Health Day. Kwame Befaso boss in Hobay and watch. She's from the University of Ghana Medical Center and a bo and come on pay. Now, show brush watch the type of brush you use. You use for how long? Within a space of 3 months, and 6 months or 3 weeks, or because obi brush, obi to me use make I work cross in the brush, you crowd only be crown what you you not get it. Ubenya be
no passing it on.
It's really the man we know is what the future see that is village life. So about say brush and means no what time? May use 6 months and 1 year and that's the church.
Okay, so when it comes to, I won't only stick to the brush. When it comes to the tools, I edit 2 years, the brush is one. Brush, no, you can say, in every 3 months, you change it. Why do we encourage that? Because by 3 months, we will say, na a brush, no, bristles, no, I had to say umbrella.
I see. Okay.
But if you also use the brush in the right technique, you won't get it having that umbrella look.
Okay.
Because we put too much force on our brushing technique. Okay. Yes. But it's more of a circular motion, like you're massaging. Okay. So if the bristles are soft and medium, they will be very malleable. Into wool brushing circular now, it's fine, and it can last you 3 months, and after 3 months you can change. Apart from the toothbrush, behind some of the toothbrush, people will say, should I call it a poor pobi?
Abba.
Would a toothbrush nature? People will say,
okay.
Yes, that thing is supposed to brush your tongue.
We will move.
Oh.
Okay, once we brush na
yes.
Also the teacher touch them also.
Yes. A lot of
you the teacher and also I said the teacher that's everybody Nyankopon. One church and one dog we don't pay the aboy and
So the toothbrush, we actually have a tool for cleaning the tongue.
Okay.
That's a tongue scraper.
Okay.
When say the tongue, it's by the end of the day, nobody say now you're whitish. Because you have a lot of food debris, you have a lot of dead cells, and it's one of the commonest contributor for bad breath.
Okay.
So it's integral that, especially everybody's brushing in the morning, but the night brushing is very integral. You have time, brush your tongue and brush your teeth well. Wow. Sometimes you even realize that when you brush, there's this slime that comes after the brush. Please take your time, rinse your mouth, and brush it again. You would have a very good fresh breath. Wow. And it's so we have the toothbrush, we have the tongue scraper solely for the tongue, and then we have the floss. One say I said toothpick be no wo na homa bi wo infinity. So homa no say you did cleaning in between the teeth. That's what's the
all right. Kwabena Gentle is watching us from Canada. Thanks for watching the show. And I'm Ashanti is watching. Say David Kweku is also watching us. Good morning to you. Say David Kweku Sanso and Kwame Nyan is also watching us. Mr. Brother Kwame Kwanyan Stitches you is also watching us, and Bernard Awiachi is also watching us, and I see was a good, very educative program. In fact, it's very necessary. There's a seminar kofa bano. Brush na editri touch them so no Dr. Chepa. Most Ghanaians don't know. Also, good morning. In fact, very educative. We love that. Not everyday politics. Okay, it's good. Also, good morning to you. I'm also enjoying this discussion. Doc is educating us. Yeah, that's it. Papa. Now, going forward, Doc, this other private people on TikTok mostly. When the machines be, was when the cleaning with teeth near the I mean, is it real? Do you have those things, those equipment? How does one comes to the facility to clean his or her teeth? And also, come on to say.
So, cleaning your teeth has to be done by a professional.
Okay.
It's very important that you get a dental professional to do that work. For UGMC, you can call in and book an appointment and come. But for other, you can also walk in and then come. The machine that is used, or if I should say, yes, it comes with the vibration. Vibration on the MIN go around the teeth to remove what we call calculus. Okay. Calculus is plaque that has hardened. I don't slow down. Too many terms. Okay. I'll explain. Into plaque no. One said naturally what did you wear? Now they will take him out, call somehow. I do white. There is a glue. That's what we call plaque. Plaque is deposits of the food mixed with saliva and then some bacteria. Okay. When you are not able to brush and it's there for a long period of time, it hardens. And that's what we call calculus. In syncophobia, almost there, we say around the gum. Now the yellow be okay. That's what we call the calculus. It's very hard and around the teeth. Okay. Calculus or tartar. Okay. It's very hard. So when you come to us, we use the vibration to gently go around the teeth. I'm emphasizing on gently because this has actually driven some people away from the dental factor and it's coming to the clinic to see us, because maybe I should have even mentioned that fear is one of the things that yes, because oba senior adieno ko feel comfortable because it's a metal that is going around the tooth,
so it's very painful.
If you don't get a right person to do it for you, you will feel some pain. There's some sensitivity, especially if you haven't done it before.
Wow.
But if you get a right professional to do it for you, trust me, you would want to do it every 6 months, because by the time you are done, the feeling you have is very refreshing.
Wow.
Yes, because you have call each and every tooth home. All the 32, if they are all there. Okay. Yes. Okay. You have call huni na ye cleaning a show the side. And that's what is supposed to be done for everybody at least every 6 months.
Wow.
Every 6 months.
Wow. And then was somebody World Oral Health Day.
For now, no, we can afford to screen you.
Okay.
We can afford to screen, and if you come based on the screening, there will be some benefits in it. Yes.
Wow. So Ghana for more Dr. Kwashi and Aidin Kumo, a medical officer at University of Ghana Medical Center. It's all about World Oral Health Day. Ena yedi eho enkomo obi nso da so wo akurase on person be use brush or da so use the old method. And then ade mom use say is it healthy?
So the if I say chewing stick no and sorry no they're not bad. But the technique
kwan a fast no
wo fa ya bibia ya mfa na say chewing stick no Nipa nefa, no cramero. Kuchu.
They know the feelings.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Yanesano, a binubo say, a namna a woeseno. A chiako echi. Oh, a sena wohono. A shedum penum. Ena namna katasu. Wo chi and namna dompeno elko echino. That means that a sena support no be. Intinibane bia onikaka. But wana esene bi
afin watch them.
Oh, and yet ade na ankasa no sare no we no. It's not bad, but the technique.
Okay.
The technique na ode ye no. Ena ebinsu no esondodo. Into ode wo eseno inchenche no a obie in between the teeth. One say eseno dia omo keka ho one after the other.
Yeah.
But ebia toothpick ana chewing stick no or the wo inti eseno they don't come together anymore. They are apart.
Okay.
Weakening the structures, the supportive structure of the tooth.
Okay.
And if you weaken the supportive structure of the tooth, in the long run, no, you'll be just there and the tooth will just fall off. Or worst of all, it will start with severe pain because the nerves that support the teeth are exposed, which they are technically supposed to be covered by dompe ananam katasuno. Why he him na nerve na ye exposed. Enti wo dia sitrebo mu be ana nkofo bi ka say lemon ana onum cold water
na kiki
na we say no ma fizi na it's like yes want to make
wow.
It's all about the technique. That's why it's necessary to see the dentist so that they assist you.
All right. Yes. I think this is not the first time I encountered one dentist on my show that was last 2 years or so. And the person was talking about evening brushing. Say uchichi osianadu and kebeya pace now and you can say to go. How healthy is that?
So some people will find it difficult not to rinse it out of their mouth. Okay. But the benefit of that is the pH of the toothpaste is what we need. It gives you a basic pH. And wenum environment, no, a very good for good bacteria to grow. Mm-hmm. But we come to realize that some people find it difficult. Especially the African man will find it very hard to say, I deal with a media teaching me say, but the thing is, it's we've come to realize that keeping that, let's say, a mouthwash, you're able to keep the mouthwash in your mouth. So it's the same concept. Keeping that, it maintains a very good environment for the good bacteria. One say, you close your mouth. Mm-hmm. When you close your mouth, the mouth is dark. There's moisture, that is saliva, and bacteria. And then you have food debris. That's a perfect environment for the bacteria.
Okay.
So changing the pH also would make the environment uncomfortable for them. So when you are going to sleep and you brush and you don't necessarily rinse, you are all aiding that to prevent the bad bacteria from being comfortable in your mouth. Okay. But I wouldn't stress it on somebody who can't
do that.
Yes. It's very difficult for them. We've come to realize that we Africans,
it's not part of
it. No. It's not something that we like doing.
I understand.
So yes.
Well, then of course, decay. Decay. What causes tooth decay?
All right. So the main causes are a variety.
Okay.
But the main genesis of it is the bacteria having access to a carbohydrate, a glucose-based diet.
Okay.
So somebody will say, I don't eat a lot of toffees, but I eat kinky. Mm-hmm. Kinky is converted into what?
Sugar.
Exactly.
Yeah. Glucose.
Yes. I drink a lot of milk. It's converted
the end
fructose.
product, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So all those sugary things at the end is what is feeding the bacteria. So what happens is that when you keep it in a closed environment for the bacteria, that's the night, bacteria no odidi you have byproducts. The byproduct is very acidic. And that acidic environment changes the pH in the mouth. It doesn't help the tooth to survive. That pH doesn't help the tooth to survive. Why? Because the nutrients in the tooth are forced to come out of the tooth.
Okay.
When they come out of the tooth, that means what is keeping the tooth strong is lost. So in the beginning, as dentists, those areas will see a change in color. That's why we say come early.
Okay. Okay.
We'll see its change in color. When that continues for a period in time, you're not brushing 1 year, every evening you're going 1 year, 2 years, that area that has been exposed to the poor environment or being exposed to that acidity would cause a perforation in the tooth.
Okay.
You understand? And that perforation, we say, oh, now me need to grow. Now, no, now black. Now, so caries or cavities in general are as a result of our diets.
Okay.
So lifestyle for a dentist is very integral.
Okay.
It's very, very integral.
Therefore, anɔpɛ yɛdi nkɔmmɔ ɛsan sɛ wiase amansan nyinaa deɛ si hɔ sɛ ɛyɛ World Oral Health Day. Nti mene a doctor for ne di nkɔmmɔ baako ba bɛka yɛn ho sisi ankyɛ bia. But the mene ne kasa sisi Dr. Kwashi from the University of Ghana Medical Center ɛna ofiri ɛna yɛbɔ saa nkɔmmɔ yi. Ɛsen obi nso bɛka sɛ Onumu o de bebre, o nam bebre nso a eno nso tima wo se no ho timi touch me. Is that true? And I said no to say.
So whether it's that's one day you've hit the nail on the head. The African man has to have his fufu with all the meat on it.
Yes, onya Agyapong kakra or kakra.
So even if it is meat, even if it's plantain chips, all of it is giving the bacteria. The core point is that you're feeding the bacteria, and therefore you're giving them a very good environment to. You're giving them a very good environment to thrive.
Okay.
Yes. You're giving them a very good environment to thrive. So it's very important that irrelevant of what you're eating, you don't want to create a very comfortable environment for the bacteria to thrive. Caries and
okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, so after for some medical abo we are talking about how you bet me and maintain your protect yes into a sen who asem and ye can anopay to Dr. Kwashi wakan be brave and so new baba akwa beka nti mema no so akwaba na a break akra kan we dem no so akan but you akwaba we didn't say
Pacho, your friend me Dr. Philip Alabi.
Dr. Philip Alabi, but also University of Ghana Medical Center.
Yes.
All right, okay. Oh, sister can be brave. Didn't come about World Oral Health Day. China, you hear him say, you be observe and I become wasem. No ankasa no. Kwan be so na nipa no bebo esen ho ban.
Okay, so a start free wow. Wow, say we take steps what they be will say who buy. What I say na a doctor for so almost to between me about into wo nipa no and your message say we and say number one as I say we did ye with diet very important near ma woody and the cells also chuchu say twice and a pani anajo. You say you move you na most of us say twice and a pana na you but then I say what you say and a pani anajo.
Okay.
And now every 6 months so as I say uba doctor dentist no a show say who mouth. The entire kasa and say and udidia me sure say me colleague waka ho asem udidia particles be a shell sino in
nnuane na be kika
okay and now uchuchu se so a ye wo way as say uchuchu se enye obia na uchuchu se enye 100%.
Okay,
at least ebi beka and ebi beko honam ni mu uchuchu se a enko intena ye bohunde rule say every 6 months no as I say uba dentist no e clean o cinema e hwe bibia e wo se no bibia you okay ya then you know that okay fine go.
Okay, all right. Well, for asema Dr. Fomi nu akofa bayi ehu hia pa, but how effective and efficient say a year say 6 months nipa no beba na obe hwe ne sen.
Okay, I mean, and at least you can say at least every 6 months or so, but if there are 1 or 2 reasons soon to basika say at least once a month bet me aba and there's once a year bet me aba na ya sure and now more facilities Rage Hospital meaning say utia consultation at least cleaning na ebeyama no mo subsidize national health no subsidize kakra so there are some facilities be at least the basic cleaning ni consultation no there and aboarding yes.
Okay, all right. Dr. Labi and Dr. Kwashi and mudi inkomo on World Health Ura Day ye kan wasem nina is about how yes video enkomo but on social media one trending a meta hu pa was a flash on TikTok other social media platforms so the machine bia share ne sino ho na mudi ma de na si na mo yen say ntutu all these things, you know, idea a war and say just to create attention, just to find a way of better than go for social media now.
The machines nowadays.
Yes, I don't know whether you've observed that. I hope I will TikTok say, I'm going to be the machine be show symbol say. A beer or no musi no more demand. I didn't mean I know to say penny.
The scaler.
I've been seeing people will be asking sometimes when I see that I just go to the comment section to see hey people they are fraudsters, they are scammers, it's not true. How can I mean I don't know how effective those things that say.
Oh, and yes, come. If I get, I mean, we both said scaler, so I think we get what I'm trying to say. So scaler ni a machine I did clean no.
Okay.
Scaler no wo metal end. It's metal end and a vibrate. Now it's your free machine mo aba. It's vibration ni it's your be free machine mo aba. No any a fee na e was because who did na a fee that essence so our time a year day na aka essence so. Inti uchuchi a enko onse enkofo bi wo yellowish nyeme bi wo mo se no ho your friend calculus inti calculus no toothbrushing will not take it away inti say oba dentist or not dentist need a scaler machine no isa calculus ni na efi honti enye scam enye it's just a machine.
But those people do that, are they professionals?
I haven't seen what you've seen, but we do it at our facility.
Okay.
We have it at our facility. University of Ghana Dental School has it. What's the name? 37 has it. Akufo-addo has it. Yes. Most of the accredited spaces have it. Yes.
Okay. At which point, never say, I think we'll see you too, doc. I think we did. Definitely, we need to remove it.
Yes. Okay. So, and you may be, I say yes.
Okay.
And it's also case specific. Maybe we'll say, has say yes, and say it too. But maybe obi so or share on your time and back for treatments because sometimes treatments as I say at least once every week for 3 weeks. Maybe obi will need time. So can say months to mean treatments. No, let's say it too. So one, enyama ebe will inform us whether we have to take out your tooth or not. It's maybe a cinema. I am repa a woso don't pena a so a cinema na no array a conform a woso a yenia necessary too. It is sometimes and yes, see beyond necessary too, but and you be an name, to be a unyaka, a way them require a bit too. But there are some things I share. Because okay, I see where they able to marry who be. I see where they as I say utu. We are there as I say utu. See, we will take it out when it's very mobile, when there's an infection. Okay. Infection, no, I say, no, who are you to me, yes, too.
Okay.
Okay.
But be back home.
Okay.
Many a times, no, Kwano, say, yes, you too. We have discussions with you, say you too. Yeah, the replacements. Be sure.
Okay.
Because as it to know, you are thinking about say, nipa no be to me a function. Nipa no ne confidence. Because imagine say yes, away ni, bibi esi wo ho. If we even have to take it out, yeah, one near my yet to me, yeah, people wouldn't notice say as soon as you took kura nene, and now they will say you too.
Wow.
But it all depends on us going through the right process and you seeing the certified dentist to help you.
Someone may also ask, say, a sinner yet to know a replace, no, but matter when you don't pay out to Miss Aderina, Doctor Lab. What to me say, I see me to me don't pay. Am I going to, use that same teeth that did say, I remember me to me the Rihanna?
Yes, if we replace your teeth for you, depending on, and not even depending on the material we use, you can still use it to function. Just say, yeah, me resa a dead din because of course the media amount in the din and cassava. What we will use no, and also equally stronger, but you have to watch in your mouth way. Almost say ABA cook, you have to watch all
those
that.
And your own.
No.
To me, there was some beer there.
No, and
you see, the thing is that the media my in as much as we have been trained for 6-7 years, we still can't give you the exact replica of what God has given you. That's why the emphasis on prevention is all that we are saying.
Right.
No dentist likes to take the tooth out.
Okay. All right.
So it's very integral.
Brenna, so far as you are just closer to us here, this subject matter, anytime be a hobby, better this uncommon ebio. But let me do this birthday wish, so I'll give you 30 seconds to wrap up. If you are celebrating your birthday today, today is 19th of March, 2025. Mr. Finn, let's project. I would just bring your picture. We will do it for you for free. We don't pay for our viewers. She's called Jennifer Okadi. She's a church member, Resurrection Power New Generation Church, and she's a fan on my social media. She always follows me Facebook, Real or Wine, wherever that I go. And I'm doing this to surprise her. And the sister Jennifer, happy birthday. And call and family. I mean, shall be brave. Now, Oma in Che, a Madi Anamo Pisca. And Yamma Munesca, Badia Pisca, Pisca crossing member. So that is that. Okay, this Saidi in your own. Elikem also sent one here. And then conform happy birthday to my senior pastor extraordinaire, an amiable woman and shining example of selflessness, dedication, and devotion to God's work. Your tireless efforts to uplift others are a testimony to your remarkable character. You are a precious asset to the body of Christ. Your life is a reflection of God's glory, and we believe that the best is yet to come. Your impact and legacy will be celebrated for generations to come. May this new year of life and ministry mark a fresh dimension of blessings, favor, and divine honor. We deeply love and cherish you. Her name is Senior Pastor Gloria Alemavo. Happy birthday and come on, Senior Pastor. But around your side trabet to the American Council, or Basso no side trabet, also Yamimino, the American actress. Doc, Kwashi, 30 seconds, wrap up. So if you have some people that you want to greet too.
All right. So we want to say thank you to Colgate and all our sponsors that have been with us.
Okay.
And we are having the screening starting tomorrow, 9 to 1. There's also a deba at Richard's School that's been organized by the GDA, Ghana Dental Association. So basically, yes.
Okay.
Thank you to everybody. Thank you for having us.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Dr. Labi, Mami T also.
Okay, make out the tree. Okay, inti yabeda mwase. Say more mama kwanya maya bahasi to call gives me sponsors me na as she said no yabeye dental screening ewo UGMC Oshina Nyameboa from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and on beye there so ewo Ridge Church School I can see take advantage of this free just come for free.
All right.
Now who said yeah okay for more money now right but for free UGMC is a big building but
all right
it's not the free consultation.
All right Ebeda Monsoase for coming. Happy birthday once again to upon Yvonne, your old daddy, or you late, but a very show. Upon Yvonne, your daddy says he loves you so much. We've had a very interesting and fruitful discussions live here on Net2 TV, Ghana's biggest and most highly respected political, social, and current affairs talk show. Today is 19th of March 2025. Kudos to the entire production crew. Dr. Is it Philippa Labi and Dr. Kwashi. And so they are from University of Ghana Medical Center. The new one will have Bofi Pamohaya and Must World Oral Health Day. And my bed church and some was saying, I type you was saying, Onumi or Dedo, Nabo sense so by me did all one and Chibuisia. Thursday's episode will come your way 7 a.m. as usual. Good morning.